Please describe your job title and primary duties.
At Dollarama, I was a cashier. However, I had to multitask. So if there wasn't a long lineup, I'd be putting stock out. So I wouldn't go into the stock room for the stock. You had guys who worked in the stock room who did that. I just basically go to the stock room and ask them if they had anything that needed to be put out, and I'll go and I'll put it out on the sales floor.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
It was very informal because they were opening a new Dollarama. I saw them opening up, and on the door it said job openings. And I went in with my resume, and he looked at my resume and said, I don't need that. Just come back tomorrow, help me unstock, you got a job. I was like, okay, great.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
When I came back the next day, he asked me if I had worked anywhere before. At that time, I only had worked at 2 other places, and I told him that, and he's like, that's fine. I need people. I'm just gonna see how you interact with other employees and stuff like that. So it was basically more of watching my interaction with other employees to see whether or not I was going to stay with them permanently or I was going to be let go. It was like a probation period. It was kind of more informal than what I was used to during the job process.
What set you apart from other candidates?
I'm not sure what set me apart from other applicants. I was dressed formally. I had my resume inside a envelope, as well as a reference from one of my high school teachers. I asked her to write a reference, and I actually made copies and put it with my resume so that they would have a reference to read on hand. And I gave him my resume and I gave him the reference, and he glanced the resume and he went through the reference and he's like, I don't need these, and he gave it back to me and said, just come back tomorrow. So I guess maybe asking a professional to write a reference and printing it off to give them on the spot kind of helped.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to get employment?
If you're applying to Dollarama and you're looking for a job there, I'd say dress formal, be confident. Make sure you have a good cover letter and a resume. They read a lot of those. They have a lot of applicants. They're looking for something that sets you apart from other people. Be honest, and try to when you're writing your cover letter, try to reflect yourself. Like, try to make it a mini interview before the actual interview, so that you're answering questions they haven't even asked you as yet. And for me, it was just giving them a reference up front.